Okay, here we are looking at question 6. Angle A lies in the second quadrant, has a cotangent of -5/7. Sketch and determine the expressions for the other 5 trig ratios. So I'm looking at B at the same time. So what I have here is cotan A equals -5/7. Cotan doesn't really mean a whole lot to us. I'm going to change that into tangent. Okay, the negative sign doesn't change, but it is the reciprocal. So we got tan A equals -5 or -7/5. Locate, draw a diagram. Says A is in the second quadrant. This is angle A. So we draw a triangle. This angle in here is our acute angle that has the same ratio as angle A has. In other words, this ratio. Okay? Tan is opposite over adjacent. So 7/5 is opposite over adjacent is 7/5. You could put the negative sign in there if you want. It might help you with the cast rule a little bit, but that's up to you. You can just use the negative sign in the end. So there's cast, there's the diagram. Angle A is in standard position. So the other trig ratios then. We need the other 5, sorry. So we got to start with maybe the sine. This isn't the best videotaping, but that's all right. Sine of angle A is the same as the sine of this angle in here, which is opposite over hypotenuse. We don't have a hypotenuse. So we have to go to Pythagoras. C is always the hypotenuse, right? That's what we're looking for. So we have 49 plus 25, which is 74. So C equals the square root of 74. So that's our hypotenuse. There's no perfect number that goes into 74. So this book is a little easier than the other book in terms of not making you use prior knowledge about radicals and changing them into mixed radical form. So you don't have to worry about that on the test either. So I can put that up here. Root 74, and sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Sorry. And notice there's no negative sign on any of them because we're in the sine quadrant. Cos A is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent sign happens to be negative already. And you notice cos is negative because we're in the second quadrant. We've already got tan. So we go right to cosecant, which is the reciprocal of this sine one. We go to secant, which is the reciprocal of cosine. And cotan is a reciprocal of tan, which we had in the first place anyway. I guess we already knew that one. So tan was one of our answers.